to build Central Park. The community was Seneca Village, and right here would have been the All Angels Church. However, by 1855, 225 residents were evicted from the land that they owned. But how did this village come to be? Well, we have to go back to 1825, when the Whitehead family subdivided this land into 200 lots. The very first person to purchase a few lots was Andrew Williams, who was a 25-year-old shoe shiner, and purchased 3 lots. Then African Americans from downtown came flooding here to own their own land. This was a great opportunity because by that time, in order to become a voting citizen, you had to own property. By 1855, this was a thriving village with 2 churches, schools, and it was even integrated with Germans and Irish. However, there was a massive smear campaign saying that this was a shanty town that was filled with shacks and people were squatting here in land that they did not own. This was in order to build a huge park because the wealthy denizens of this city wanted a bigger, better park in a rapidly growing city. So they established eminent domain, giving proper market value to the landowners. However, they were barely paid anything. By 1857, everyone was displaced. No one really knows where they went, but by the 1990s, after 150 years of this history being forgotten, excavations were done and they found many artifacts. It's so sad that this community was displaced, especially as it was thriving and were becoming voting citizens. However, this happened many other times in New York City history. Stay curious, my friends. Here was the African American village that was destroyed in order.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people probably knows this story because it's really but maybe a lot of people don't. But Central Park used to be a thriving Black community there that got moved up out of there. Anyways, not just Black people. Let me read some comments. It says, "Did you know this?" Chaka Bars posted this. Another comment, it says, "This is why they want to stop African American studies." Another comment, it says, "Thank you, Chaka. I've been yelling about Seneca Village and the many other Black Wall Streets for years. We've been making something from nothing and it's always destroyed." Another comment, it says, "Yes, I knew about Seneca Village, but only about 8 years ago when my sister moved to New York from Georgia. This story was not in my history books. This must be the critical race theory colonizers want to keep out of the school curriculum." Another comment, it says, "Mostly every lake, park, or highway sits on top of a Black community." Another comment, it says, "The African American studies they don't want people to learn about." Another comment, it says, "We don't bring down property values, we increase property values, recognize the game." Another comment, it says, "Now let's talk about the original village there before Seneca that the natives were murdered on." Ooh. Another comment says, "Displace such as nice words instead of murder." Another comment says, "Reparations need to be paid to those families for the corruption and displacement of the individuals that were living and owning the land of those areas, not to mention the indigenous people prior to that lived there. They were murdered and killed." Another comment, "Correction, indigenous village." Another comment, it says they need to give that land back. Another comment, "Yep, Ben knew Black history is American history. They just don't want to admit it." Another comment, "And they still doing this till this day." To this day! To this day! I'm getting tired. E pluribus unum.